Good morning. It is a beautiful Saturday morning, and we are headed to the dog show at the Greater Ocala Dog Club. I am fortunate enough to live just 30 minutes away, so I can drive back and forth, which makes it a little convenient. We're going to be showing Gunner today, and I think it's important that everybody who does breed dogs should, if you don't enter a dog show, you should at least go to a dog show and see what your breed looks like in the ring. These would be the, top specimens as far as conformation is concerned. I am very interested in dog breeding. I am very interested in trying to perpetuate the beautiful conformation of my dogs, but my number one goal is that my dogs are healthy from the inside out, which is why I do all the DNA clearances and the x-rays of their spines to make sure they don't have any hemivertebrae outside of the tail area where they're supposed to have it. Dog shows are about beauty queens, and the judges can only see what's on the outside. So when I go to a dog show, knowing what I've put into my dogs on the inside with their DNA, with their health testing, with their OFA normal spines, these are things that the judges can't see. And unfortunately, I can't point it out to them. But me walking into the ring with my dogs, that's what I'm walking in with. I'm walking in with a dog that's as good on the inside as he is on the outside. Not something that you could see, but something that you just have to know is there.
Select. It's a proud moment. There were a few dogs today, so it might be a major, so that's fantastic.
Yeah, you did so good. You did so good. Yeah, Sissy.
When I was a little girl, I was fascinated with why we all had different color eyes. I had green, my brother had blue, my two sisters had brown, and my mother had brown and my father had hazel. So it always fascinated me, and so much so that I wanted to start breeding mice so I could see how things were inherited. In mice, it was the coat color and the pattern. And so when I was 10, I bought 10 mice and I bred them, and I documented their color, their coat color, their characteristics, and actually their temperament. And that's how I got into breeding. I've always wanted to take it a step further, and I actually wanted to have an entire kennel of Dobermans. However, after I got my first Doberman when I was 18, he jumped up and hit me in the head and knocked me over, and I thought maybe I should go with something smaller, and I ended up finding miniature pinchers. So I actually started breeding. My first breed was actually miniature pinchers, and I did them from like 1990, maybe 4 to 2001. So in 2018, when I bought my second home, that's when I started Patriot Farm Boston Terriers. My passion for animals has shaped my life in the fact that I've always had a farm. I've always had horses. It's a lifestyle. It's your lifestyle. When you have horses and animals, you can't go away and go away on vacation like you normally would if you didn't have animals, because you actually have that responsibility that's 24/7 and it never stops. Breeding dogs isn't just about having litters of puppies and selling puppies to people who want them. Breeding dogs is about being the custodian to the genes in the dogs, that from their DNA and their chromosomes. The biggest thing that I do with the dogs is check their DNA. I like to check their DNA and make sure they're not carrying any defects, whether it's breed specific or not. A lot of people just simply look breed specific, but I'm looking at the whole. That's one thing that I do. And the other thing that I do specifically with this breed is I x-ray their spines when they're 8 weeks old, and I hold back the preliminary normal spines so that those dogs can go on to become breeding stock for my next generation. A lot of breeders may or may not be aware that there is hemivertebrae in this dog, and I'm not talking about in their tail, I'm talking about non-tail hemivertebrae that can be found in the thoracic and lumbar vertebrae. And I think that it's imperative to be conscious of it and to check your breeding stock for it for future generations. As I've proven already, I have about 13 OFA normal spine Boston Terriers, so obviously you can easily pick it out of an x-ray. The people who seek me out and find me and contact me for a Boston Terrier most likely have already gone to my website and my Facebook page and have thoroughly checked into all of the references that I have. So when they do finally call me, they're pretty well versed with who I am, and they know that they want to make the investment with getting one of my puppies, not that they're trying to buy the puppy in the window. They're trying to buy a puppy from me because they know everything that I put into it. After clients have taken the time to look me up, read my entire website, check out all of my reviews and my Facebook page, we do a FaceTime. We get to meet each other. They see my home. They see my kennel. They see where my dogs live and are born and where we spend most of our time together because I'm with them all the time. We become like family, and they are entrusting me to breed them their next Boston Terrier. I consider it an honor and a privilege. The typical day for me with the Boston Terriers is as soon as I wake up, I grab myself a cup of coffee, and then I'm in the house here, and I walk through the overhang and into my kennel, and I greet all my dogs good morning, and I open all the doggy doors to let them out and make sure they had a good night. Come on, Roger. Welcome to my kennel. We are now inside, and against this wall I have my 10 kennels, and outside there are 10 runs. So each dog has their own individual area, so they're safe and well protected. I do feed my dogs. My adults get fed once a day. The dogs that are fed twice a day, and puppies are fed twice a day also. My favorite part of breeding Boston Terriers is the next generation. Every time I get the next generation better than the generation before, that's what makes me happy. Every time I get another OFA normal spine, I'm ecstatic. Every time I get a 100% clean DNA, I'm ecstatic. It's something to be said for 100% clean, non-carrying DNA, and there's a lot to be said about an OFA normal spine. So it's what I do, and that's my favorite part of breeding. Each litter spends the first 4 to 5 weeks with their mother in their nursery with the mom. They're nursing on the mother is feeding them, the mother is taking care of their janitorial needs, and I am overseeing that they aren't getting stepped on, slept on, or left out in the cold in a corner somewhere, that they are finding the heating pad, and that they are being nurtured and they are growing appropriately. By the time they turn 5 weeks old, they are ready to be weaned. I pull them from the mom, I put them in a special area with shavings and water, and then they get fed at regular intervals, and they're monitored during the whole feeding process to make sure that they're eating, that they're all eating the right and appropriate amount, and that they're not choking on their food. And then that's taken away and they're cleaned, and then their whole environment is cleaned of feces. And that's the way it stays from 5, 6, 7, and 8 weeks. So for 4 weeks, I become the janitor and the mother that feeds them. I'm taking them in the house, out of the house. We go into the playrooms, out of the playrooms, and then they go back into their respective areas where they're staying. Typically, I have them paired up, so there's only 2 per crate. When it's time for them to leave, and I get to finally meet their owners, who I've been having a personal relationship with for the last 6 to 7 weeks over the phone and over FaceTime, it's wonderful. It's like we've known each other all our lives, and we stay in very close contact. They're sending me pictures of the puppies, which I love. I make reels and I put them on my face. I love it. I absolutely love it when they take my puppies. I'm very proud of them. 2 left today that I cried when they left because they were just so special. And it's very rewarding. Like I said, it's an honor and a privilege to do what I do.
Welcome everybody to the 2025 AKC National Championships, the Royal Canin, held here in Orlando, Florida. I'm thinking it's like the biggest dog show in the country. Everybody from around the country is here with their #1 dogs to see who's going to win it. I'm here with Gunner, and we're going to be entered in the best of breed, and we'll see how we do. I'm just really glad to be here and to be able to see all these wonderful dogs and all my friends from all around the country. We're just going to put a little bit more white on his white. Dog breeding, actually, like I said, it is a lifestyle. This is not a 9-to-5 job. It is 24/7, 365 days a year. You won't be able, there's weddings you won't be able to go to, birthday parties you won't be able to go to, vacations you won't be able to take because you're going to be having a litter, or that stud that you really had to use is finally available, and all this other stuff. So your life literally revolves around your dogs. The client who comes to us for a puppy is coming to us for a puppy as a family member. They're not necessarily coming for a show dog. I enjoy showing. I use showing as a tool for me to learn the different types and styles of Boston Terriers that are out there, and I can compare my own to others in the ring, and I enjoy it. But people who do get my dogs are mostly people who are looking for companions, and they're looking for a dog that's healthy and that's going to last them as a healthy companion for their whole life.
What was that? Was that my chin? Yeah. Yeah, you want to say hi? Yeah, say hi. Hi, little guy. Waiting for your mommy.
The greatest hope for the future for Patriot Farm is that we maintain the quality of our puppies, the health and quality of our puppies, and that we have clients that come to us and are satisfied with the puppies they get from us, and give them wonderful homes. That is this little boy here. His name is Hearts on Fire. He is JJ's son, and JJ was Big Daddy's son, and Big Daddy was Princess Leah's son, and that was my whole bloodline.
And now this little guy, whom I call Fireball, is going to get picked up by his mother here soon. And being a breeder, people don't typically do it on their own. They typically have mentors that help guide them in the direction that they want to go. People who have been doing it for longer than they have. And it's always good to have a mentor. I have several, and they've been helping shape me as I go along.